Good morning, Charles. How are you?
Good morning, sis. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you again. You're looking well.
No, I'm doing well, except the cold. Yeah, but
No, I can see you're all dressed up. I decided, to ignore the cold altogether. I'm feeling very warm about this new experience. So it looks like a Joy of Jazz is back. As the Stanbic Yetu festival.
oh, it is,
I
yeah.
think this is wonderful. The last one we did virtually, and I think the response was quite good. How do you think this one is going to go? There's been a lot of excitement around it. How do you feel about it?
I'm
And
quite excited.
especially it being here in Kenya.
I'm quite excited about it because the first one we did, as you say, was virtual, and it was about giving hope. Given where we were during that time. Now, this is an opportunity for us to celebrate in person. And there's nothing as great as meeting people and just coming together and just celebrating. And music is something that you do in a group. And it's really nice just to do it together. The vibe, I can just feel the vibe.
Well, you've enjoyed music. I know you've had your moment in the spotlight where you used to sing. You think you might be getting up on stage to join Anthony Hamilton?
No.
You'll be moved to do that.
No, if you talk about talk singing,
Yes.
I might just try that.
You might try that.
Yeah.
He's got a very interesting group of backup singers. They're called the Hamiltons. So they also play instruments as well. So they really add to the whole
Vibe.
the vibe on stage. So music brings people together in Africa and everywhere. I love music. What are you expecting this to do in terms of the community? Kenyans love music. You're from the Zimbabwe. You also love music. How do you think this is going to bring together people? And also for the local artists, we only got a chance to showcase one. What kind of an experience do you think this will be for them?
I think there are a number of things here. For people, I think it's a moment for us to celebrate, but it's also a moment for us to also have time just to commune and come together and just you meet old friends, you have an outing, because the whole idea of what we're trying to do is to make something that is almost like a family and a safe place, because you don't come there and you're being pushed around and all that. We want people to feel that you can go to a music concert in a safe environment, enjoy and be yourself and just be you. So that's actually the idea behind this. Bring family together, bring your friends together and just be you. So it's just getting that kind of feeling together.
So you gave it a theme or a name. It can be?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, it's got two dimensions to it. Number one, it speaks to our purpose, which is Kenya is our home with driver growth.
Yes.
We have been in this country for over 100 years. And
Have we?
Yes, we have. We opened the first branch in 1910 in Mombasa. Yes, so we have been here quite some time.
That's a long time.
Yes, yeah.
I guess we should be pros by now at doing this.
We should be,
Yes,
yeah.
we should be.
Yeah, so the idea is that anything you aspire to do is possible. So the whole idea of it can be is also a payoff line. Dreams can happen if we just make them into reality. Yeah.
That sounds like you're a bit of a dream. I can't wait to see what this is going to be like.
No, it's gonna be fun, yeah.
I hope so. So Stanbic as a bank has now come on board. Has this always been something that Stanbic has wanted to do, get involved in music and of course the culture and the traditions around the music that bring us together? Is this something that Stanbic is going to be doing going forward?
Yes, music is part of our culture. And as I said, our purpose is Kenya is a home with driver growth. Now, if you say some place is my home, the first thing that drives there is your culture.
Yes.
And as Africans, the one thing that's symbolic about us as Africans is music. We play music when we're dancing. We play music when we're mourning. We play music when we're laughing. Everything, even the way we speak. When I meet a lot of people from overseas, they say African languages are musical. Even the way we speak, there's something music about how we speak. Even our own proverbs, they are all musical. So in some way, go ahead.
So especially where I come from, our language is very musical.
Yes.
Would you like to hear how we say hello?
Yeah, okay. Try me.
Obawaku Charles. Did that sound musical?
Yeah, I mean, like with us, it's a whole ceremony. I mean, like even the way we greet ourselves, you find,
Greet me.
okay,
Let me listen to
okay.
that.
So like you say in the morning, I'll say, Mangwana Ani says, Marara say, then you answer, Dararaka na Mararao. Then I ask you, oh, Sakakumba kwa dini. It's a conversation. So there's a dialogue that goes in that conversation, and we're asking you how you feel, and you can. It's not just about good morning, and we leave it like that.
Yours is more musical than mine. I don't think I could repeat anything you said. Yeah, now I understand that, the whole musical element of it. And COVID really, it dealt us a bit of a blow.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to, getting involved and, of course, enjoying ourselves. What are some of the measures that have been put in place now, just to make sure that, everybody's safe as they enjoy the concert?
I think a number of steps. The first thing is that it's open. So that allows the air to blow in. We're not in a closed room, because remember, one of the conditions of COVID is that you don't want to be in a closed room. You want to have somewhere where air can freely flow. So that is the first thing that is there. The second thing is that we're providing all the sanitizers that people require, so they can sanitize as they walk in, and that they are safe and they protect themselves from that. Also, we're encouraging people to mask up where you can, and you come in and you protect yourself. But the most important thing is that at the end of the day, it's also about how you look after yourself. In as much as we will put all the conditions, but we also ask all our patrons that you also are conscious and self-conscious and look after yourself, so that you also don't do things that not just endanger your own life, but also the next person to you.
So basically, if you're coughing, don't come.
Well, I mean,
or keep your mask on. You're not well.
You're not well,
So far, the response has been very good. We've got one of our artists, one of the curtain raisers. He's called Otile Brown. Have you met him?
Yeah, I listened to. I love his music.
He's got really great music.
I know, I love him. Yeah.
Now, there are not too many artists who get the opportunity to share a stage with international acts like Anthony Hamilton and the rest of the artists we're going to be bringing. What kind of message would you like to send to our local artists and those, of course, who are aspiring to be part of the next Yetu Festival, possibly get on stage? Any advice for them?
Yeah, our advice is that learn as much as you can. I mean, in my experience, having worked with music and the international musicians before, what I see is the level of professionalism they bring and how seriously they take their music and how organized they are. And I believe that there's opportunity for our musicians to just learn from them and get a few tips from them and say, okay, how did you become a Grammy Award winner? I mean, what are those things that get you there? How have you been doing it for so many years? So there are a lot of experiences that you learn, not just by talking to them. Of course, they'll be able to talk to each other. They also are pushing to share a stage, see how they do their sound check. What is it that you can do differently? So there are lessons that we can all learn from this whole process and say, what are those things that we get? I mean, they call it best practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best practice. Well, let's hope. I remember you mentioned you don't like check. Check too. Well, I don't know whether everyone is going to get it right this time, but I can assure you, I think we're going to make sure that everybody's mic checked.
Yes,
before we
it.
get up, on stage. I'm going to be your MC for the evening.
Yes.
And I think one of the most exciting things is Anthony Hamilton has been here before.
Yes.
And I remember I met him, and he's a very magnetic performer. Very, very magnetic. But what I liked most about him was the way he interacts with
engages
the crowd. So you're going to have to make sure that you're on the front row. So that you can probably, when he says fellas, that means you, as in the guy.
Yes, yeah.
So he's going to be dropping his brand new album. It's called Love is the New Black. Have you listened to any of his music?
I've listened to a few of them.
What's your favorite song?
Well, there's Throw It Away, there's Love is Black.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So I'm asking people to just throw it away. When you get that festival, just throw it away. Just throw it away. I mean, just be, just enjoy yourself. And feel proud. I mean, like it says, love is the new black.
Yes.
So feel proud to be the black.
To be black in love and enjoying.
Yes, and that's what music is about. It gives us that whole moment of just being you. And just you and the music, And some people use it to reflect. Some people use it to celebrate. Some people just use it as a just to pass the time. But whatever it is, just make sure you enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
Yes.
So is Stanbic going to put aside a little money to sort of help artists grow within the country? Is there going to be a program like that, or are we just going to, select the best that we have and hope that, they can merge and enjoy the experience with the international acts that we bring?
No, I think the end game is to get into developing, supporting the music arts.
So there might be a deliberate
There is going to be a deliberate attempt to develop the arts, yes. There is, yeah.
So as somebody who's enjoyed music across the continent, what are some of the artists that you've enjoyed the most on stage?
Well, I've seen a number of artists. I enjoyed Boys to Men. I mean, they're just...
I can't believe you actually watched Boys to Men.
Yes,
I think there's a chance they might come.
Well, that just say nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Yes, yeah, it can be.
Good.
Yeah, it can be.
Who do you believe really embodied the whole African experience when it came to culture and tradition and just merging things?
Well, I think when you think about it, we also great African musicians. I mean, Oliver Mtukudzi, I did 3 concerts with Oliver Mtukudzi that we sponsored. Hugh Masekela, I think for me, was the giant. I mean, if you talk about embodying Africanism, I think Hugh Masekela really stands out. Angelique Kichu?
Yeah,
she's never come, but I've attended one of her shows. She's also one who embodies what we are as Africans. So we also have, besides just looking at international acts, we also have our own great musicians who really stand out for what we stand for, and we can see what they do and how they are legends in terms of what they've done. Yeah.
Okay, so we can, without a doubt, say that Stanbic Bank and music are one and the same, or is it you and music that are one and the same?
Well, both. I think Stanbic and music are one and the same.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we say, it can be. Yeah. But I also love music.
So this is something that Stanbic intends to continue doing?
Yeah, we would want to continue doing, yes.
Okay, your worst musical experience?
Worst musical experience?
As in, you got in there and you were like, this is not happening to me.
Well, my worst musical experience was not at a concert, but it was at a wedding. And we all sat there and everything was said. Then to your point, sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the bride and the groom are coming, and the band is still sound checking. And everybody's, they're still doing 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. And so you have this whole awkward moment where no one knows what to do and how to do it, and then of course they started playing and you go wee, and then, so I just felt for this young couple, because I mean this is their day.
Yes.
And you can imagine. I mean, and you've come from church, as you know, then you're now coming to the reception and everybody's excited. I mean, that's the hype, isn't it? They walk in as a married couple, and then the band starts doing 1, 2, 1, 2, and then they try to play wee, they're stopping. It was just really, that was not a very nice musical experience, yeah.
So should that happen on the 30th, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle.
Well, I can assure you, I think we've got the really good our technical department, I think, is really set up very well. I know they're really experts at what they're going to do. I mean, Homeboys are going to do a great job.
Oh, yes. Big shout out to Homeboys. They always do
a good job.
And also, of course, I think Anthony Hamilton and his crew,
they
usually come in and they have a whole day, of sound check. Like you said, just perfecting it, getting it right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're going to have to make sure our local act, Otile Brown, is also there.
Yeah.
I think he's got a lot to learn from this. So anything you'd like to tell people who are not yet sure whether they are buying tickets?
Well, what I can tell you is that Anthony is coming. You'll see him live almost 3 days before the event.
Yes.
So if you are still unsure, please go out and buy, because the tickets are going out very fast.
Almost sold out.
We're almost sold out for So I think just go and buy, because this is real. We're gonna give you the best show of the year. So just go and enjoy, and just go there and say it can be, whatever it can be. I mean, whether you meet your future husband or wife there, or
So you see this being a nice mingling.
just this mingling.
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's a soulful affair. That's why we're calling it a soulful affair.
Soulful affair.
Yes. I mean, just go there with your soul and put it out there and just celebrate.
And say it can be.
It can be, yes.
I'm going to have to change what I was wearing. I don't think it's going to embody it can be. I think I'm going to have to rework.
Just go and
my
say it
outfit.
can be, yeah.
Are you going to be coming in something traditional? But then what is the Zimbabwe traditional dress when you people go out, you know, to dance and, you know, party and enjoy yourself?
Well,
Is there anything particular you wear?
I don't think there's anything particular that we wear. Yeah, but people would, I mean, the traditional shirt that we are, African shirt, I think people wear that. But also, I mean, a lot of young people now who still do a lot of the dancing are just wearing, most of these are jeans.
Did you ever wear one of those small little skirts where you have to kick your leg up?
Oh, gee, talk about that. I did the marimba. I used to do marimba. You know,
Yes.
yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
But you
Yeah.
want a dancer.
No, not really a dancer. Yeah.
But you can't dance because it's going to be a bit of dancing.
No, my legs can move.
They can still move.
Yes, and they can still get the rhythm. So,
Oh.
yeah. So I think that's going to be
I'm
fun.
expecting you to show a bit of rhythm.
No, don't worry about that.
I shouldn't.
No, don't worry about it.
Good, because I might call you up to show a bit of rhythm. You'll be okay with that.
No, I'll give it my best shot. I think it'll be fun actually.
And I'd just like to say thank you to Stanbic Bank, especially as far as banks are concerned. You know, sometimes banks are considered very stiff. They only deal with money, and you know, sometimes they come across as not as flexible. But I think Stanbic is showing a different side of the banking industry. Was this the intention?
It is the intention, but also it's about also living your purpose. If you say Kenya is a home we drive a growth, and you talk about the culture and making an impact in the community, then you have to be able to give back. So I think we're moving very rapidly from what I call profit-driven to purpose-driven. What is it that is more about what impact are we making for community? What are those things that we do to the community to be part of the community? So in this case, to support our culture. We do a lot of other things like our DADA program, which supports women. So how do we support communities? How do we support women? We've got a program that we're partnering with a number of donors to support young entrepreneurs, for example. So what are those things that we do for community and make an impact? So our whole aspiration is our purpose. How do we make a big difference to the communities that we serve?
So it's not just about the money. You want to help as well.
Yes, I think it's more. I think our life is more. It's more than money. It's about
Well,
purpose.
It should be,
Yeah.
Charles. But you know, money is a big thing.
Not true. I mean, there's no doubt that we
Money is a
need.
big thing.
Yes, we have to make. I mean, I remember I still have shareholders
Yes.
who still want to get a dividend and who took their risk in investing in us. So we still need to give a dividend. But I also realize that we also have communities that we must support, and those communities are also what makes us what it is. Because you know, you can't have a business unless you're supporting communities, and the communities are the one who make the money that we serve. So they are our biggest stakeholder.
Okay, and this is the way Stanbic thinks across the continent?
Yes.
I mean, everywhere Stanbic is, they have a way of giving back
Yes,
to the community.
we in fact, when you look at Pan-African, we actually say Africa is our home. We drive for growth because we see ourselves as being truly African and driving Africa's growth.
Okay,
Yeah.
so through music, what message do you believe that Stanbic is giving through music?
Through music, we're saying, let's celebrate our culture and who we are. And let's come together as community. I mean, Chinua Achebe wrote that thing about, say, when a neighbor invites you to his compound, it's not to share food with him. It's not because there's no food in your compound or that the moon in his compound shines better than yours.
Brighter.
It shines brighter. It's because it's good for kinsmen to come together.
That is
So our invitation to Kenyans is, it's good for kinsmen to come together, celebrate, and be happy. That's what it's about.
It can be.
It can be, yes.
So that's how we're doing this.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time,
Great.
Charles. I look forward to seeing you on the day,
Yes.
on the dance floor, and if it can be, it will be.
Yes, it can be, it will be. Exactly. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
It can
So
be.
I got it right.
Yes,
Good. Let me go change what I'm going to wear
yes.
to really rethink that.
It can be a dream come true.
What? Me in like a sisal skirt and wearing something? It could be.
I'm not going to speculate on the dream,
Yes.
but it can be.
It can be.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great, thanks.
I'm obviously really looking forward to it because this is the second time that Anthony Hamilton is coming to Kenya. The first time it was mind-blowing. He is an absolutely fabulous not only singer but performer.
Yeah.
And the way he engages, I think it can be, will become, it will be.
It will be. Yeah. I'm looking for a great show, and I'm just saying, come and join us.
Yes.
Because it can be.
It can be.
Yes.